So I'm here with Ray Chou over at WonderCon. So Ray, why don't you tell me a little bit about first what your comic is named and then how the idea came to you?
Yeah, so this is my comic right over here. This is Skies of Fire. It's a dieselpunk airship story of loyalty and revenge. It's an original comic series by myself and my buddy Vince, who's out in London. And the idea originally was his. So back in college, Vince always bugged us. We went to film school and he was always like, hey guys, let me tell you about my airship story. I'm gonna make a Zeppelin movie one day and it's gonna be awesome. And we're gonna start with a wide shot and we're gonna go in low and we're gonna follow a bomb as it goes down. And everybody in the school was like, Vince, we don't want to hear about your airship story. And he would just pitch it unsolicited to everybody that had a free minute with them. After we graduated, he left to go to London and I went back home to Los Angeles, but we were still writing correspondence. Eventually he sent me the first draft of Skies of Fire and I was like, oh shit, he finally did it. He wrote his airship story. And I read it and I was like, this is pretty cool. I have some suggestions, Vince, and that kind of involved into me sort of doing like dialogue revisions and doing rewrites on it, and we went back and forth like that. And eventually we had a couple of drafts that were really good and we were like, this is awesome. Now we have a $250 million script that nobody is going to give us money to make, so what do we do with it? It's like, okay, let's make it into a comic book. So then we went about the process of looking up how to do that, looking up artists, hiring artists, and found this little thing called Kickstarter that was, doing pretty well for comics. Put our project on there, got a good response, and have been going ever since, basically.
So, how did you find your artists? How did you pick them?
Yeah, so we went on DeviantArt primarily. We put up a job posting. We put up our page rate. We were like, this is how much we're willing to pay. This is the concept. We also went on Digital Webbing, which is another popular sequential art forum. And we got a lot of responses. We got like, 200, 300 art portfolios. So we parsed through that, found our top 10, narrowed that down to a top 5. And once we had a top 5, we gave each of them a sample commission of $40 each. So we gave them $20 up front, the first 10 pages of the script, and we didn't give them any guidelines. We specifically said, look, here's the idea, here's the script, here's $20, we'll give you $20 at the end of this period. Show us what $40 worth of art is to you for this concept. And that way we could kind of see, some people submitted a lot, some people submitted a little bit, some people did like sci-fi, some people did more kind of like wooden airships, so we kind of got a feel for like what the aesthetic they would go in. And we got Pablo, and Pablo was the one who, first of all, he sent in the sketches as soon as possible, and he was also working in the same wheelhouse that we were looking at for the style, so we decided to go with him basically, and we're glad we did.
So you have your third Kickstarter going up right now on day 6. What are some perks that you have on the Kickstarter? What are some of the key things?
Yeah, so for $30 you can get all 3 issues shipped to you. We have stickers, we have postcards on there, we have specific bundles. You can buy original art from Pablo, and I mean, like, this is the quality of art that you would be buying, like his ink pages, and it's on A3 format, so it's nice and large. And we have variant covers that we only sell through Kickstarter. We only print what's ordered for our variant prints, like maybe a little bit more, but we never sell them anywhere else besides Kickstarter, so they're very exclusive. They only have runs about 100 to 150 most times. And besides that, we sell digital copies as well. Our digital copies are really interesting because we have a lot of kind of behind the scenes making of material, kind of what I talked to you about our artist process and the scripts and how we came up with the world and all that stuff as well. So that's really kind of like a creator's look at like how we made this comic. So I think that's really good for like fellow creators as well.
Do you have any works of your own? Anything that you want to do as far as in film or a second comic?
Yeah, we actually have a second comic.
Oh, sorry. Yes, sure.
It's right here. It's behind me the entire time. So we're actually going to release a new comic right after this Kickstarter. We're going to do another one. This is for Glow. This is our new project. It's more kind of Eastern influenced. We showed this off at NYCC, and I just don't have really space to show it off right now, but This one's a post-apocalyptic techno fantasy. So it takes place in a world where magic is the catalyst for both industrial revolution and nuclear holocaust. So an ancient empire built these massive towers that were vast reservoirs of mana. So think of like the Green Lantern battery, but like dozens and dozens of these Green Lantern batteries, and they built them all over the world, and they conquered the world by transforming it into a paradise through terraforming devices too. But one day the towers fell, and the mana inside spilled out into the earth, poisoning it forever, and it takes place about 200 years after that cataclysmic event. It's about the sons and daughters of those who survived.
So where could somebody find both comics at?
The best way to find us is on our website, www.mythopoeia.us. I don't know if that really shows on there well, but that's where we primarily update our stuff. But if they back one of our Kickstarters, we make sure to update our Kickstarters with what we're doing and like sort of when we're doing it as well.
Do you know the end date for your Kickstarter?
I believe it's April 22nd for the Skies of Fire one, and then maybe 1 week after that we're going to launch the Glow Kickstarter.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you for your time, and good luck on your Kickstarter.
Thank you.